All right, so I'm back at the excavation work. So I'm gonna work on this section down here. It's the last spot before I'm done with the property, at least the upper section. And I'm gonna come down and take all the rocks, kind of cherry pick them and put them into the ditch here and fill up that little ditch and then smooth this out and prep it for some grass seed. So stick around for more excavator action. So I didn't have enough to fill completely, but it's about 3/4 of the way full, so that's good enough for today. Yeah, I do have a bunch of grease on here I gotta clean up. It looks bad, but anyway, so I'm gonna just get her warmed up, do a walk around, you know, check the fluids, all that stuff, and I'll get to it. All right, so that's looking good. I just wanted to put a little bit of dirt in this spot here because I lost some in the last storm, and just smooth this out, pick the rocks and packed it in here. So I'm gonna work my way. Before I go up here to the road, I'm gonna just do a quick finish job right here, smooth this out a little bit, and then I'm gonna come up and start working on this. I'm gonna show you guys where I'm going. So this road is an access road through, and I'm tapering all this back. So right at the point here, all this, like all the water coming down here is gonna drain back in a little drainage ditch on the back of the road and come back and out the property this way. So it's gonna continue and go out the property that way. So that's the goal. I gotta cut this down, and that's why I brought my ripper down. I got my ripper right here. So I'm gonna rip this spot, and I gotta rip this a little lower so it'll drain that way and not just drain. So if I don't do that, this is gonna be a big pond right here. So that's what I'll be working on too. And this road goes all the way out and down the property. So I needed this bypass road to get to the other side without having to go all the way up. So I'll give you guys a quick update. I'm just gonna come through and continue this and work this section here and try to work the road a little bit, and then all this needs to be cleaned up, and then this edge down here needs to be cleaned up, and I can try and grub some of this when I'm down here. So I got a bunch of logs in here, so I can't really get in there. I'm gonna have to do that by hand, but I can get some of this stuff, and I got some boulders here that I'm gonna try to hide into this hill here. So I'm getting there, and then on my way out I can kind of smooth it as I go back, and then I got to rip that section back there with the ripper. So all right, I'll get to it. All right, so I'm done with this section for now. I'm gonna take a lunch break, and this is the end for this video. So I'll do a recap of what I did, and I'll show you guys. So I just did this section here. So this looks good. I'm happy with that. And this is the corner to the road coming up here. So what I'm gonna do next, I'll show you guys in the next video. I'm gonna be cutting this road a little bit better. I'm gonna cut the drainage ditch as well. So come up here to show you guys what I did so far. So you can see the road needs to be shaped better. All this section from here over, it's gonna drain this way, and from the back, it's gonna drain out that way. So I gotta make sure the drainage ditch is tapered back that way, and this one is already going this way. So except for this section here, there's a hump. So this hump here needs to be cut down. But I got all this done. I mean, I'll clean this up as I get out of here. This I left a little rough just because I'm gonna finish it by hand. I want the grass seed to be able to grow in it. So I'm gonna pick the rocks out and just rake it out. And I don't want it to be too hard packed. So, and in all this here, I'm gonna do all this by hand. I'm gonna come in and just cut this and get this brush out of here and just kind of rake it up smooth. On all the slopes done, and as I go out and finish this road, I'm gonna clean this up. So far the weather's been holding, and hopefully it holds up for the next few days, and we can get this section done. You can see the track loader is all muddied out. I mean, it's caked with mud, and Judah was moving material last week when it was raining, and it was muddy. So it poured last week. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.